What is the number one mistake people make when it comes to communication?
The main mistake that ends up trickling off to smaller mistakes, micro mistakes in communication, social skills, any interaction, I would say is being stuck in your head. This can look like overthinking, overanalyzing, judgment, self pity, victimization, anything that you're thinking, any thought that goes through your mind in an interaction. It could be on a podcast like this. It could be at a networking event when you're meeting somebody for the first time, or even just speaking to your family members. I tell my clients all the time, the moment you find yourself thinking, making a judgment, thinking about what to say next, worrying about what they just said, etc., anything like this, that suggests that you're not actually present to the moment, which is pretty much our holy grail when it comes to what we teach and mind's eye status. That is being a grounded, present communicator. Because even if you go out and you meet somebody for the first time, you can tell if they're genuinely present with you, right? You can tell that they're present and they're actually focusing on you rather than thinking about something else, being distracted. Even energetically, we can feel it. Just energetically, without words, without them saying anything explicit, we can feel it in our subconscious, in our emotional state, whether somebody's truly present or not. That's why the biggest mistake is being stuck in your head.
How do we get out of our head?
There are a few ways. It's a very good question. Practically speaking, the thing that anybody can start doing immediately if they want to be more present, be more grounded, and generally improve their communication skills is start meditating. And the reason why I say meditation is because it's a secret weapon at the end of the day. What do you do? Have you practiced meditation?
Not like something seriously.
Okay. So, typical meditation, mindfulness meditation, is essentially focusing on the present moment, right? So, you sit down, let's say for 10 minutes, maybe you do a guided meditation. You focus on your breath, you have your eyes closed, and you just keep focusing on your breath until a thought comes along or an emotion. Could be irritation, could be impatience. Maybe you're thinking about what you're going to have for lunch. The thought comes along, you catch yourself, you come back to the present moment. Another thought comes along, you catch yourself, you come back to the present moment. This trains you to catch any thoughts that compulsively run through your head. The reason why this is so powerful is because if you can train yourself to be very, very self aware and present, next time you're in a social interaction, when you catch yourself overthinking, you can come back to the present moment. You can come back and give the person your full utmost attention. So even if you don't meditate, you can practice this, but meditation makes it far, far easier because you're training the same muscle that you need in a social interaction. When you're in the interaction, some practical advice would be pay all your attention on the person that you're with. Now, some might say, okay, but this can feel exhausting, especially if I'm an introvert, Shako, how do I deal with that? My answer to that is if it's exhausting, then you're not truly being present because then you're trying too hard. The whole point is effortless presence, which basically looks like, let's say you're talking to me, we're having a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden I start overthinking. I come back and I focus on you. If I feel tension, if it feels tiring listening to you, that means physiologically I'm not relaxed. I'm stifled in my energy. My energy is stiff. Therefore, I'm going to take a deep breath. It doesn't have to be dramatic, like just naturally deep through the nose. I'm going to relax my muscles. my shoulders, my facial muscles, around my eyes, especially.
Mm.
And I'm just going to allow my presence to naturally come out of my eyes onto the person that I'm with. That's the second tip. And I'll give you one more. Use your body to ground yourself. What this looks like is bringing your attention down into the center of your body. Most people are very much in their heads, as I said, biggest mistake. Being in your head not only means overthinking, but your attention, your subconscious attention in your nervous system ends up going up here into your brain, creating tension.
Mm.
That tension makes it feel exhausting to interact, and it makes it stiff. You become stifled. So if you bring your attention down with it, again, with another deep breath into your belly, and you focus on your belly and you relax your belly. For anybody listening right now, even yourself, Canyon, focus on your belly. Take a deep breath into your belly. Ground yourself. That's why they say grounding, because you're going down almost to the ground. That will allow you to be much more present.